In this video we are going to work on angle-angle similarity in similar triangles. The idea is simple. Now if two corresponding angles in two triangles are congruent, then those triangles are similar. Let's see some examples. So look at these two triangles. Here, the angle A is congruent to the angle F, and the angle B is congruent to the angle G. So we can conclude that ABC, the triangle ABC, is similar to the triangle FGH. Now you have to be careful that here the congruent angles are corresponding, meaning they are in order. A is in the first place, and so as F. B is in the second place, and so as G. So we have to keep the order so that triangles are similar. So let's see some more examples of similar triangles regarding to angle-angle similarity. Now we are going to check if there is angle-angle similarity, and if there is, we are going to write the similarity statement and explain why these two triangles are similar. Now here, JKL and MPQ are two triangles. Let's see. Here, angle L and angle M are congruent. They are both 57 degrees. But the angle J and angle P are not congruent. So are these triangles not similar? Well, let's calculate the third angle in those triangles. In the triangle JKL, we have 48 plus 57, which is 105. Subtracting from 180, we get 75 degrees. This is the angle K, which is 75 degrees. So angle K is 75 degrees. Now the angle K is congruent to the angle P. So let's write these down. Angle L is congruent to the angle M, and angle K is congruent to the angle P. Now this means triangle LKJ is similar to the triangle MPQ according to AA similarity, meaning angle-angle similarity. Now look at this example. Here we have two parallel sides, and since we have two parallel sides, we have alternate interior angles, meaning the angle R here is congruent to the angle W, and angle X here is congruent to angle Y here according to alternate interior angles. Now we can write our similarity statement because we have angle-angle similarity. So angle R is congruent to the angle W, angle X is congruent to the angle Y, hence I can conclude that the triangle RXS is similar to the triangle WYXS. YS. According to AA similarity. Now look at this example. Here we have parallel sides again, so it's enough if we find two congruent angles. Now I'm going to choose the angle P, which is congruent to angle J, these are corresponding angles, and the angle Q congruent to angle K. So let's write these down. The angle P is congruent to the angle J, and the angle Q is congruent to the angle K. Hence, I'm going to write the triangle PQL is similar to the triangle JKL according to the AA similarity. Now be careful again that I'm writing in order. Here, the angle P is congruent to angle J, angle Q is congruent to angle K. And actually, the angle L in both triangles, which is here, is a common angle. So I could use angle L, which are congruent angles, as I could say like that. So that any two of the three angles are congruent. So this is AA similarity for sure. Okay, let's look at this example. Here we are asked to find the missing measures as X and Y. Now, first of all, we have to show that these triangles ABE and ACD are similar. So we can start by showing that the angles are congruent. Here, the angle B is congruent to angle C, and the angle E is congruent to angle D. Why? Because the sides here, BE and CD, are parallel. If they were not parallel, the angles will not be congruent. This is very important. The parallel sides are important. If you see parallel sides, then there are congruent angles. So let's write these down. The angle B is congruent to angle C, and the angle E is congruent to the angle D. And we know, you see here, that the angle A is the common angle. So let's write these down too. The angle A is congruent to the angle A. Now we can write the similarity statement, which is the triangle BEA is congruent to the triangle CDA according to AA similarity, angle-angle similarity. Now, we show that these two triangles are similar, and now we can find the values of X and Y. To find X and Y, we have to write the proportion of sides. So let's start. BE over CD is equal to EA over DA, which is equal to AB over AC. Now let's substitute the values. Instead of BE, I'm going to write X. Instead of CD, I'm going to write 3.5, which is equal to EA is Y, dA on the other hand, you see, is 3 plus y altogether. And AB is 3, AC is, you see, it is given to be 5. Now, let's use the first and the last proportion ratio to find the value of x. So it will be like x over 3.5 equals 3 over 5. We will have cross multiplication, and solving it, we are going to have x to be 2.1, and we will use the second and the third ratio to find the value of y. Now here we can show the cross multiplication, so it will be 5y equals 3 times 3, 9, 3 times y, 3y. So solving this equation, we will have y to be 4.5. Now is your turn. Now please solve these examples and show me your answers.